betwixt the raising of the undying emperor and the great planar war that shook the heavens, there was an age of contradiction, where cannons won kingdoms and muskets kept the peace. A brave few won the hearts of the conquered and conquerors alike. Of these we speak of the decline of the great kingdoms and cultures under the heel of empire. Of those we speak of gladiators and the untold thousands that worshipped them. Of this, an age of glory, where kings would be slaves and a gladiator would be king.
A beholder, that's not a bad idea. Especially the exploding one. Hilarious. Good afternoon and welcome to Die Dregg and Die presents the Dregg and Circus campaign episode 25. I'm your DM and host Marty, joined by Ahmed and Mark. How is everyone doing today? And I can't hear you. You are muted. Mark, are you there? Ugh. VC is mute. Why? Why do I? Give me a second. VC is... I'm leaving the call. Okay, we'll try this again. Stupid VC. Yes. Everything was fine until I unmuted. Let's join this damn call again.
Hello? Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Hello?
I
Am I there?
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Now I gotta add your shiny happy faces to the.
Yeah, add me happy nice. I'm
How's it going,
trying to
guys?
mimic my son speaking, that's all.
Okay, is that your son? Yeah.
That's your son now?
Arnold Schwarzenegger is your son? Alright, great. So how was everyone's week? Or it's
Good.
been, what, a few days since we played last? Saturday? On Saturday? Yeah.
See you guys on Saturday?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I did see you on Saturday. That's right, yeah.
Yeah, you showed up, man. I was
What?
like, where's Mark? And then you popped up, I was like, oh!
Yeah,
No,
Mortenzi kicked ass, along with the others. Of the Caravan of Sorrow, which we now called the Circus of Dread, which I thought was pretty cool.
Zomania!
Yep.
I love that name. I don't know why. It's funny to me.
It's Mark said it probably more than any other word that his character has said.
Yeah. I'm glad you find it amusing.
It's awesome, so awesome.
So, how was everyone's couple of
It's
days?
good. It's
Yeah.
good. My two boys, 4 and 6, started playing soccer this week on
Okay.
teams. The 6-year-old's pretty good. He's confident. The 4-year-old is pretty good, except he keeps playing in the wrong field. There was a blue team and a black team fighting each other for the ball. My son wearing
Except he's
pink.
4.
My son wearing the orange jersey comes in, takes the ball, and scores. Good job. Wrong
Awesome.
field.
He's good at soccer, except he's 4. How are you supposed to judge?
I punished him.
You are doing it right. Get in the closet.
Yeah. You're doing it right, but kind of wrong.
Oh, that's
Okay.
awful.
No, it was
So-
good. It was good. Good times.
Kids soccer and Mark.
I got hit with a ball of magma at work. That was fun.
Ball of magma.
Yeah.
Con score through the roof.
Do you have like a suit that protected you, or what the fuck?
Yeah, well, I have an apron and my suit's flame proof, but it like burnt a hole right through, and I was like, oh fuck, that sucks.
Marty. He has fire resistance 10, and he has deflect arrows. So
Well, you can't touch it, right? Like you can't smack it off of you, can you? Like is it?
No,
Dex high wisdom.
we've got welder's mitts, and if you're fast, you have to pull it off. You can't if you try to swipe it in, like
Okay.
swipe it away, this
Fatness.
material will just burn right into your skin and makes it worse. You got to pull it off. You got
So
to
you have to grab it
and pull it off. Yeah.
So you pulled it off of you? Like, how big
Yeah.
is this ball? Like, how much magma are we talking
It was about
about?
the size of a softball.
No, those are big balls.
That's insane.
Yeah. And no, what's insane is it shot 20 feet from the hole I was working at right at me. I'm like, what the fuck?
Don't you have a union? Like, do you have to make like reports every time shit like this happens?
Wait, so there was one ball that came out and hit you?
Yeah.
There's a demon living in a furnace.
Well,
He's like, yeah, I can see him. Fuck him. That was a directed fireball, dude. Just
So
saying.
do you have to like file a report every time something like this happens?
well, I wasn't actually like it didn't actually hurt me, so I just went and got a new apron and didn't mention it, but because otherwise it's like 5 hours of paperwork, and then they complain why your work's not done. It's like, are you fucking serious right now?
Yeah.
so if ever you didn't feel like doing work, you just
Oh yeah,
a bubble of
there's
magma.
injuries galore to report. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
okay. Oh, funny. And it's scary, man. Like, I hope you've got a helmet that can stop this stuff, right?
I've got a hard hat with a visor, but I've gotten a few in the side of the neck that's like sparks, like not nothing serious, but it's like, fuck, this job sucks.
But the fucking softball of magma?
Oh no,
You make Arnold in Terminator look like a pussy.
that's a bad day.
That's a bad day? Holy
a bad day.
shit, Mark. Wow,
Bad
okay.
days, kids screaming at me.
Just keep your eyes up and your balls covered, I guess.
Keep that reflex save high.
Mm.
Because those are
Otherwise, good day.
those are touch attacks. Wow, good thing you're with us.
Fucking incorporeals.
All right. It's like I'm a couple days into my holidays. I had to open my laptop a bunch of times. I'm in tech, yay. But that was my work laptop, so I haven't completely unplugged yet. But I did sleep in finally this morning, so I'm feeling
good.
okay.
It's a start.
Yeah, it's a start. Okay, let's do the recap of Game 23, which is the last time that we played the Masters of Vatapole. That was in a game called Brain Scrambled Horses. Magnus
awesome.
Magnus and Damien participate in an exhibition match. Wow, Marty. I mean, I slept in and haven't talked to anyone yet today. That's why my tongue is tied. Magnus and Damien participate in an exhibition match with the would-be Valkyries of the ancient pantheon. Magnus prays before the statue of Cord and meets a masked priest of the god of competition. Magnus and Droll face 3 knights of Vatapole in Civic Arena. Damien is summoned by the Duke, who demands a demonstration of Damien's swordsmanship. After one of the most frustrating battles ever, Damien is offered a unique position in the Imperial Army. If you lost that fight, he was just going to go, man, we're going to dump you out of the castle, and that was going to be it. But you somehow managed to win that fight. Magnus and Damien pay...
basically poking him in the back. That's why.
Yep. Magnus and Damien pay a visit to the House of Sea God's Fury, where they anger the Ludis' Primus Kryxes, and Kryxes demands a sacrifice. And I think that is where we left things off. We are in
That was resolved.
the seasons. The seasons have been divided into 5-day chunks. We are now in the 13th week, if you will, time period of spring. There are 18 time periods where you can set up fights and do other things per season. There is there are some interesting matches that will happen at the end of the season, including Maeve has agreed to fight an entire Ludus by herself, and there are some other matches that that may happen at the end. What you guys have already planned for next week, only one person has something planned, and that's Damien has arranged to fight 6 condemned to the death in the Vatapole Arena as a way to inspire the masses to join the Duke's army.
This is the next week's fight.
Yeah, this is the 13th. So you have some planning to do for the 13th, and you have to go and basically figure out.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
Figure out who you're going to fight or whatnot. Now, Sona, Drain, and who else is on injury reserve? Just Sona and Drain have been on injury reserve for 3 weeks, so you could bring them back in this week. However, that would then force Vanu and Zerko back down. So it feels like they're still going to be on IR this week 13.
Yeah. Keep him there.
Okay, so why don't we do some gladiatorial planning? Since Adam isn't here, are you guys going to do the True Strike, Poison, Enchanted, Ballista, Bolt, Ambush I suggested?
We have to deal.
Interesting. Okay. Why don't we switch to a view so everyone can see the gladiatorial sheet planning? Let me see if I can make this big enough for everyone to see.
We need to buy a ballista. That's all we need to do.
We need to.
Well, somebody could probably craft a ballista.
And the time it takes for him to walk over, I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's true too. All right, let's go to desktop only, and we will show.
I mean, for all we know, he was saying he's going to come get him like as soon as he puts pants on. Like we.
Yeah.
We'll show the ludus sheet. By 5.
I agree.
Oh, it's the initiative sheet. I want the stable sheet. Okay. So Ashoka is setting up a fight with the Grim Goblin. Ashoka could try to... that's what he did last turn. Ashoka says to you guys that he would be able to set up the death match with he says, how does he speak again?
Slowly
yeah.
and deliberately.
Got it.
Like he's really just irritated.
Constipated.
Everything you're doing.
Having a hard time pooping.
I think that we should give the goblin a bone. I can set up a death match for 2 unfortunates. He's saying this in front of the other masters.
What do you mean? Who are you thinking? Wait, why?
I think it is time for us to clean house. Get rid of our undesirables.
Okay, hold on. I just want to check my.
Yeah. If we have undesirables, we could always sell them and make some money.
We have been winning all of our fights. Pretty soon, no ludus will want to compete against us. We must allow ourselves to lose.
Chaotic neutral? Yeah, but who do you have in mind? Who cares what they have in mind? They have in mind, they might have. Just fuck those guys. Wait, who are we fucking? That was Sid.
Alright, so while you guys are chatting about this,
Perhaps.
this is the master.
Oh, shut up. I don't know who you're thinking about.
Are there not rules against not competing against someone just because they're good? I mean, you think that...
It's why I still get competition.
We will not be given favorable matches.
No, you do have a point. You have to use some strategy here. So what do you have in mind, Ashoka?
He pees in the food.
All right,
Ashoka.
we can fuck that
Phineas looks really disturbed. I beg your pardon. Who pees in what food?
He has not won or even competed in a single competition, and then there is another one that is annoying our gladiators with his religion.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about. Guy's a weirdo.
These are gladiators we can spare to lose and to gain their space.
Fine, I said I would leave the management of the entertainment to you, and so be it.
This is Phineas?
That's Phineas,
Yeah.
He doesn't like calling them slaves, he calls them the entertainment. Makes him feel better.
The hired help
Okay.
with no options.
Ashoka looks to Magnus.
Yeah, it makes sense. These two have not been doing anything, and they're only pissing everyone off, including me, and I don't like it. Give them a fair fight. See how they do.
Randomly he'll
Should
do
I should I prepare anything for them for their fight?
Hey, randomly.
I mean, I would think we at least want them to put in a good showing.
whatever you see fit.
Ashoka, who are you gonna be fighting against? Do you have any idea?
I believe it is called a Goblin in the Box match.
The fuck does that mean?
Yeah,
There's a large box, and there are goblins inside, as many as they can fit.
And do they put gladiators in the box? Or
No.
do they just...
They have to fight the goblins that come out of the box.
Oh, well, that's rather simplistic. Alright. I'll just prepare a shield spell and
Oh, Master,
hopefully it'll last a while.
how are we going to solve the problem with Sea Lord Kryxes if we give away our sacrifices, Master?
Is this Nem? Ah, yes.
Ah, shit. Oh, yeah. Why don't we tell him, yeah, your sacrifices are in the Coliseum, go get them.
Right. Why don't you sacrifice one of those gladiators, and then we'll give another one to Sea Lord Kryxes, because he's insane.
No, but we can't just give it to him. We have to defend ourselves. I suggest we use 10 ballistas with poison bolts with 2 strike potions to get him down.
That is a very specific plan, Magnus.
Yeah, it came to me. I don't know why. I see this fox fire burning in my dreams.
We'll say that Magnus saw like a ballista, like an old ballista, sitting on the wall. It was more
that
like
could
we
stop
preserved this ballista because it did nothing against the cannons that like defeated our kingdom long ago. But basically, you're like now thinking, oh shit, some big ass warrior shows at our front door and you unload a siege weapon on his face. That might not be a bad idea. But it's totally up to you.
Is there a ballista for sale somewhere that we can have delivered shortly? Because
Why only one? Think about it. You saw this guy's junk. I mean, him.
What?
Nothing. I didn't say anything.
No, you definitely said you saw his junk. What is that?
No, you are junk. You are junk. Look, all I'm saying is, need to prepare. Either we have 2 options, I think, here. My fancy, brilliant idea of shooting him the big cannon, ballista, yeah. Or the other one is getting our allies. Getting Maeve, and the other bastard barbarian. Maybe it would help Maeve.
You mean the
She
one
can-
that beat you? Says Ashoka.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
That would look pretty bad. He beats you, and then you go to him for help. You'll be considered like his puppy dog.
Or Maeve. Maeve would be very... Well, here's the thing. She'd use it against us. But it would also help her if she's known to fight this guy off. Or scare him off.
I have a question, Master. Why
The
did
fuck up. Alright, go ahead. What do you say?
Magnus ask you to go and masturbate?
I beg your pardon.
He just said, go fuck yourself. That was not very polite, Magnus. You need to work on your politeness skills.
Nix, it's fine. He's a Corsican. He doesn't understand civility. We're quite fortunate he uses a fork.
Yeah, do you want me to show you how I use the fork?
It's all right.
Who
You
wants
don't
to eat
use it
snake
very
on a
well.
stick?
So if we sacrifice both of these to the goblin, that does not leave any sacrifices that we are willing to make left.
Well,
All right. Look, here's the problem. We can't show this guy any weakness. Although he can probably come in here and just take whatever the fuck he wants. We can't just back down from him. I don't think there's anything wrong with setting up our own security here. I mean real security.
okay, I don't think a ballista qualifies as security.
For him it does.
Let me think.
Perhaps some sort
Well,
of surprise attack wouldn't be bad, but we need more of a strategy than a single tactic, says Ashoka.
No, we can't. We can inform the lab, but we don't want to go running to them. Why don't we?
Well, there is the option of if we invite him in and then he starts killing our gladiators, we'll have a legitimate lawsuit against their ludis. They could be forced to pay about anything or anyone he breaks.
That is a strategy that we can enact if things go awry. After the fact, says Ashoka.
Yeah. Damien's like, perhaps I should start getting work on that paperwork right now then.
We could always sue him for damages. Yes, you can. Good luck with that. They're pirates.
He shows up in court, no pants on again.
just wades through the guards and attacks you.
Okay.
Perhaps we should end him, says Ashoka.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Yes, that's probably a good idea if we can.
Hey, Sid, can you go and keep an eye out? Let us know as soon as he starts making his way here.
What the fuck am I? Fucking perch pirate? Sit up here and watch? Watch? What am I supposed to do? Watch?
There is another option. We could prepare our defenses what we can right now, and just send word that we have what he is owed. Once he arrives, we spring our trap. But I'm not. I don't do this. So I suppose I haven't manufactured a bomb in years, but I suppose I could do that again.
Okay. Listen. Master, we can do the polite thing and just give him what he wants. Capitulation.
Capitulation? No,
It's very polite.
This is a bully. This is a form.
Broken.
This is a form of a bully. What you do with bullies is you bully them back, and what I mean by that is you put poison in their fucking throat. I mean, sorry. What you do is you poison them slowly, maybe, or fast. But that's one nice way to get through him.
No, that is
Change
not.
his mind.
That is not very polite, Master.
Well, there's what he's doing. I'll teach him a lesson, like I always do. Teach them lessons. Lessons I will teach. Sorry.
Do you think you could poison him? Because that sounds a lot less dangerous than what we're doing.
Oh, yes. You see, you should poison him when he's not paying attention while coming up the road, walking up the road, not seeing where he's walking. Bang, bang, bang. He gets hit with arrows, and his blood starts turning a different color, and his veins change and start popping, and his eyes start rolling, and it's beautiful to watch.
So I believe he
Wait.
was Paragon
Sorry.
tier,
I'm sorry. I keep.
Yeah.
which is level 14 through 16.
Yeah.
If he's appropriately tiered. I'm just
Oh, the
responding to
beatnik.
randomly.
Oh. The beatning we'll get. Is he not a cleric of a mad god or what have you? The sea god?
Oh shit! He's a cleric. Fuck. Hate clerics. Fucking clerics.
Well,
It's like
it's my
I'm a
understanding-
cleric. Ah shit.
I just don't think. I mean, they have magics to deal with poisons, do they not?
Mm. Mm. Yes. Mm.
I don't think your ludus has connections to the underground yet, or the black market yet in Vatapol. It's not
No.
something you guys have
No, we don't.
tried to do. So you're pretty sure that there's something going on in Vatapol, given the politics and the landscape and what you've seen. There's a whole neighborhood that's really destitute, seedy.
Yeah.
Yep. Somebody must be in control of that. You should probably be. It's a port city. Like, there's gonna be someone who sells poison somewhere. Oh, you encountered one guy. Oh no, that was in the Imperial City. Never mind.
Hey, this is interesting. What about? Can you put tattoos on items? Or does it have to be a person? Like, what if we get crossbows with poison darts, and you put the you know, the thing that makes you hit really good? You have a potion for that.
Dummy!
Says Nix, the bird.
He doesn't know what it's called.
No, it's I can. Yes, I can give you and it's not a potion.
But can you put it on the item so the crossbow has it? So anyone who picks up the crossbow goes like, you can use it now. Bang.
No,
Or pow.
that's not how the magic works.
But you know now how to put it on people's skin, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can put it on your skin as a tattoo, as I did for your last fight.
How long would those last?
Until you use them,
Or until you redo other
or
ones.
until I decide I no longer want you to have it.
Here's the thing: how long are we gonna keep on our toes for this guy?
Once we're ready, I believe he'll. I mean, if he's the type of brute I imagine I've always dealt with, having the superior intellect I do and causing the jealousy it often does, he'll.
Yes. Telling me stupid.
Just tell him we have what he wants, and he simply need to come get it.
No, that's not a good idea. You see, it'll be like, oh, he set the trap for him, and then you kill him.
We could
So we'll be in
we could
problem.
all of our gladiators, says Ashoka.
That's what I'm thinking. Give them all like poison darts or something. How does
I can
that?
I can make poison.
I can help poison. Poison is wonderful. Wonderful things to play with. The poisons, they are playful. Nim drips poison. He can help and make poison. Yes, we'll shoot him with Nim. Not with me, but with my poison, yes. Yes, Nim on my crossbow.
He's like pulls out the crossbow, like putting it against Nim.
Master, I'm not sure he knows
won't
how
fit.
to use.
It won't fit.
Leave him alone.
How many will the crossbows do any damage to this guy?
Well,
Seriously. He was walking underwater like it was park. He was walking the forest. What the fuck?
Well, if he's they worship some sea god, yes. So likely he has affinities with water and he's able to breathe underwater. That shouldn't make him immune to crossbows.
So how many of those potions can you prepare?
Knowledge local, Marty Vatapol. What do we know specifically about this one individual? And I imagine it's
Sure.
Plus how much? 19.
Well, is there a specific question you want to know? Or
How
is it
does he
just general
fight,
information? Okay.
no. Well, how does he fight, and what's he known to do in battle? 38.
Yeah. Let me look at my notes here.
What color underwear does he wear whilst entering battle?
No, none. He doesn't wear underwear.
That's not a shock.
He is some sort of like spell blade would be the way you would call it. Probably a fighter sorcerer.
Oh, fuck.
That's bad. That's really bad.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, a fighter sorcerer and with a 38. Who made this roll?
Phineas.
Phineas. Phineas. Dina fools.
People love to talk gladiators at the tower, you know.
A fighter sorcerer with a draconic bloodline.
Okay then. Well, here's what we know about him. He's a warrior with a draconic sorcerer's bloodline. So he won't need material components of the most basic of spells. He'll have a number of spells.
With a 38, you probably know which. Give me a second.
I know exactly what spells this man casts.
Oh, not what spells he has.
Size 18 dong. What the hell? You happen to know a lot about him. What the hell? Scusi. That's my favorite part of any movie.
You do know that he likes electricity spells. Or one of his bloodlines has something to do with electricity.
Protection from electricity spells should be on the list of things we keep. We ready. Likely a blue dragon bloodline for draconic nature.
I see. All right, so
Scary man.
This next.
Yes, he's a very scary man. We should really not be fighting
is
him.
he full Gestalt character? Because that makes it double scary, or even more.
Yeah, he's like a ludus champion of he's like the second most powerful gladiator in the city.
Fuck. She's standing right behind me, isn't she? All right.
Just imagine the fat loot he's gonna drop.
Hey, XP, everyone. Yeah, seriously. I set up a trap for him. We did building our defenses. He triggered them. Fuck him.
I don't think anyone would dispute it if we said that he came in and started causing trouble.
Why don't we set up powerful crossbows in different areas of our ludus and cover them? Have our guards and our gladiators usually hanging around them. If anything happens, bah! Dead bastard everywhere. What do you all say?
I don't know why you think crossbows are the answer.
Ooh, arrows? I don't want to get close to this guy.
Damien's like, he'll likely have mirror images, just like I do, except he'll have even more.
If he's coming in like a bastard like that, then he wouldn't use them. He wouldn't come in using them, being ready for battle. He'd be like, give me my stuff.
All I'm saying is, unless we can drop him in a few seconds, he's gonna be more than prepared for us.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Hit him hard and very fast. So, what do you all say? You wanna do it?
Well, I don't like the idea of giving in to bullies.
No, we shouldn't.
Let's prepare a fight.
I can hit him without him seeing me. Unless he's really fucking good, then I'm fucked.
He might, yeah.
So this is our plan then. We have to get our guys who know how to use bows. You have to, Phineas, make those drinks that make them hit people. They strike them, truly. Did you guys catch that? Anyway. Yeah, prepare, we'll give it to them, and we'll get these things and train them real quickly. You, Sid, make those fucking poisons.
Do we think our gladiators are strong enough to take him?
Of course not. If he doesn't die right away, then we're fucked.
Or will it be up to the 5 of us?
Listen, if he comes in here, the 5 of us couldn't do anything about it.
Our gladiators will provide a distraction.
Yeah, but what's the point of having no ludus after this?
The 2 of you are our best fighters, says Damien and Magnus. Phineas
Damien
and
just
Sid.
looks like, oh fuck.
You don't. I don't.
Phineas
gonna
and
fight
Sid can create bombs, can they not?
Oh, bother.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can create bombs. Yes.
Yeah, put fucking poison in the fucking bomb. Put down his fucking bomb.
So, would it be better served to have Phineas and Sid's extracts and tattoos make us more mighty?
He's got the same kind of things, doesn't he? You said he does magic. So if
Yes,
he's
but
got
he-
it,
But
then
he
he's
is
way gonna be higher than us.
But he is one man, and we are many.
Magnus starting to sweat. I don't like this. Magnus does not like this. Magnus want to go home. Third person, all of a sudden.
Or we can give
Look.
him what he wants.
Make us look very weak in front of everybody. Entire Ludus couldn't stop one man.
Yes, but they don't know how polite we are, says Nim. We are the polite ludus.
Seriously, Nim, you gotta get your backbone. Says the guy who's crying.
Oh no, Nim is very, very spineless without his invisibility. And his broken wing, it is most tragic.
Alright, listen.
I'm listening.
Okay, I'm trying to think here. That's what I'm telling myself. Listen, Magnus. Listen, Magnus.
Listening.
Says Nyx.
Alright. How many of those potions that let you hit can you make?
6.
Sid starts thinking as I look at his sheet. Sure. Furlar. We're doing what?
You still need to pick a 5th level feat for
6. What, dude? What feat?
Sid?
Really? I'm missing a feat?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, ballsies. I am.
Probably point blank shot or something if you're a bomber, but don't worry, he'll be dead soon anyways.
Okay.
So.
Sweet.
just wade through half your
Come
ludus.
pirate campaign!
Sniper's Eye gains sneak attack on ranged attacks. Ooh.
And so we're playing only Dread Circus from now on, Adam, because something happened.
The survivors have to meet up with the traveling circus. There's two parties, so if one side TPKs, the campaign can still continue. You have to create new masters.
Yeah, I'll get him a feat after, not right now. Sid, I can make 10 of those, but Sid doesn't want to do that. I got needs too, needs. Sid's needs.
So how do we most effectively put to use 12 true strikes? Says Ashoka.
You give them to the other gladiators.
I could trip him, and if they all get around, I could try to trip him. Oh, question. If I use a
Perhaps the weak gladiators stand behind the strong ones. The weak gladiators feed it to the strong ones, and the strong ones then hit.
You could do that.
I'm not a master of tactics, however. He's lying. But it sounds like truth at the time. It's like days later you realize that Ashoka's lying.
Alright, can you poison our weapons then? Put poison on our
Yes.
weapons, give us those potions.
It will take time to craft poisons. Our best opportunity for poison would be to buy poisons.
Do whatever you have to do. Can you just get them? The more we can put on this guy, the better.
It will take some time to make contacts with the black market around here.
Knowledge local. 39. Talk to Todd over your poison.
So Mark has been creating this sheet where apparently he's bored at work or something like that, and there's like a number of. Where did you stick the?
Oh, I think sandbox. I
Sandbox?
think I put them.
Potential NPCs?
Yes.
Okay, it's like you read it somewhere. There's a guy. His name is Mr. Tiggs, who
Oh, yes, Mr. Tiggs.
is a like Lord of the Underworld in
Yeah, that's right. I did make him. Yes.
Lord of the Underworld in Vatapol. You know him because you've How does Phineas know this from a book?
Oh, he goes out in the city and like
Underworld.
listens
Oh,
at
right.
taverns.
Okay, yeah. Mr. Tiggs is has got an interesting story. Apparently, he grew up as a he grew up on the streets. He came from nothing, but has made something of himself. You were mildly concerned because you haven't been visited by, or that you know of, his agents yet. But you know that if you're involved in any sort of criminality in Vatapol, he usually comes for his cut.
Okay.
No, we haven't done any, so.
With a 39, yeah, you're pretty sure that he's the type that finds you, but you know with a 39 you actually know his name is Tiberius Tiggleton.
Okay.
Tibbs.
You're pretty sure he's heavily involved in the betting that goes on around the gladiatorial
Gladiatorial.
matches. Yeah.
If You go around with the bookies and those who make wages on the gladiatorial contest, outside, of course, the owners. There's a man named Tiberius Tiggled. He's also known as Mr. Tiggs about town. Very little happens on the shady side of life where he is not, at least, got his thumb in it. The only thing is, requesting aid from a man like this may come with strings. Especially if he finds out why we're doing it. Ashoka, you're very snake-like and duplicitous. Why don't you go talk to him?
I prefer to remain in the shadows. I'm not sure if I like trading one problem for another.
He's might be a problem. On the other hand, if we can make a simple cash transaction, maybe that would be enough. I don't know.
I am not... Does he have craft alchemy? Ashoka. He does not have craft alchemy. I am not the alchemist or herbalist or poison expert that the two of you might very well be via your craft. I would want one or both of you along.
I can come along.
Perhaps you, Phineas. Given that Sid, we're going to need you to watch the comings and goings of our friend.
Perch, they said. Fucking perch, I will. Fine.
But
But I get to kill somebody. I'll kill someone. I promise this.
Now, what are the two of you going to do, Magnus and Damien? How are you going to contribute?
Kill the guy.
Yes, but in
Assume.
preparation, how are you going to contribute?
We'll prepare the gladiators.
Yeah, we'll have to give them the proper weapons and the proper order.
You mentioned something about involving others that are already our friends.
Yeah, Mavis. Fucking Mavis. Maeve. We can talk to her, see if she's willing to back us up. Or even be more tricky and just invite her and keep her here for a while. If we can time it so that she's here when he arrives, without letting her know.
Great. Well, now she'll know if we send you to talk to her.
Well, yeah. I was kind of given the idea by chat, so somebody else better do it.
What would entice Maeve to come here and stay? What does Maeve want?
Cake? I've always liked cake.
Perhaps if,
He just goes, no, not Kate, to Phineas.
what about this? She wants to have her own ludus.
Yes.
Why don't we bring her over and ask for her advice on getting our ludus better prepared and better training? What does she have to suggest? If she does this, perhaps it'll help her when she goes to make her own ludus by saying that we are using her to help us. Do you know what I mean?
To discuss how we can help her get her own ludus.
Yeah.
Now we must have this discussion well timed. Did this Kryxes say when he would stop by?
Yes, and how polite did he say it?
He said it with his junk in his hand. Both hands. It was crazy. You think you're a snake man?
I'm missing something, says Ashoka.
Oh, you won't be missing it when you see it. Okay, here's the thing. We just have to time it right. We can go. Why don't we do this? Tell him, fuck off, stay away. We'll fuck you up. and then he'll come over when he gets the message, and then we fuck him up, and we have Mavis over at the same time.
That would actually probably do it. Let's send a messenger, though.
Not it.
Says Nem.
I shouldn't talk to anybody, seriously. I'd likely fuck it up, but I just know that I'm lying.
So, how are you going to lure Maeve over?
We tell her we would like to discuss how our ludus can help
Okay,
create
and when are you doing that?
ludus.
When are you doing that? How are you timing it?
How are we timing it? We're going to send a letter to her.
Okay, but here's the issue. Just because we send a letter to her doesn't
when
mean
does
she's
she
available right now.
Yeah, I know. Oh, Magnus will go figure out where she is and what she's doing, and then we send the letter. Huh?
Why don't we invite her over tomorrow or the day after?
Brilliant.
Damien knows that he needs to fight in... Oops. Which day out of that week? You're
really
fighting on the
wanna-
last. You're fighting on the last day. You're fighting the criminals on the last day.
All right, I need to be healthy and ready to go the end of the week.
Yeah, we have a cleric. You'll be fucking fine. You'll be glowing every morning. That's what they do, right? Glow and make you feel better.
Sure.
So listen. We'll send a note to Maeve, invite her over, and then when she comes over, we'll also send a message to the other guy. That way, when she sits down, we start talking politics and all that bullshit. And then hopefully crazy asshole will come down. We want to make sure he's there. Hey Sid, can you go check, make sure he's there?
Fuck, am I supposed to watch here? Watch the roads? Road watch? Or am I supposed to go to the fucking castle and check on the little bastard from the water? Or am I gonna go underwater? You want me to go swimming? Swimming? The fucking bats don't swim, stupid. You meant just the castle?
Alright.
Okay.
Should I go now? I can.
Yes, go keep an eye on him now.
He just walks out. He's gonna go and see if he's there.
Okay, so you're turning into a bat and you're flying around.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sid's off. What are the rest of you doing?
You guys put a note together for Maeve.
I will start penning a note that I will say from Magnus and the ludus,
Yeah.
inviting her over, and I'll leave the time blank.
Are you sure
For now.
writing a note isn't going to give it away?
A formal invitation.
Yeah. Seal it and have that red wax thing on it, stamp, and everything.
Wax, yes, Magnus. Leave the literacy to me.
Fuck you, I can read front and back. Yeah, like this.
Front and back, you say? Wow, that's very impressive.
Right. Come along, Nem.
Magnus.
Let us write a very polite invitation.
Oh, them is good at polite.
All right, what are the three of you going to do?
I'm going to prepare some extracts just in case.
Unless you'd like to go out and find poison now, while I finish this letter.
Fine. How many talents do we have to spend on this?
How many do you think we need to spend?
We should get the most potent poison available.
You're good with numbers. You're very smart. Marty's not making no decisions for you. You guys have
Fine.
29.4 talents. You know that poison can get quite expensive.
You on the most powerful poison I can find. Do you have Baylor blood? I think that's
Distilled Baylor blood. All right, who is Phineas taking with him, if anyone, with all the money?
Oh, Phineas is taking Magnus with him.
Okay.
Because he's not going into Crime Central.
Yeah, Magnus is taking. He's not taking the non-lethal weapon. What's it called? I call it something stupid. Hold on.
Merciful. Oh yeah, the Dreamcatcher.
The Dreamcatcher.
Slap.
It makes them.
Are you making any other preparations?
Okay, so they're gonna provide the potions. We need somebody to train the gladiators on getting in line and putting a beat down.
What's that?
We need
Get the trainer, dude.
It's like what I tell him. Imagine you fight the champion of the sea god or something like that. How would you train all these guys to do it? Think about
Ashoka
it.
suggests that you don't
tomorrow.
tell them what the plan is because there are too many loose lips.
Yeah, you know.
The fewer that know, the better, is what he says.
How to fight a really tough man.
Is Nix coming with you on your shopping trip or not?
Yes.
Okay. And then what's Damien doing?
He's gonna make himself scarce.
Okay, so are we?
He's gonna go to a tavern.
Are we
just
gonna
hang out or what?
yeah, he's gonna go hang out at a tavern.
All right. Which tavern does he go and hang out at?
Some place in the noble district or the wealthier district.
So hold on, question.
All right, we need a well-to-do restauranty kind of name.
The Golden Goose is a little on the nose, but
Golden Arse.
hang on. I just realized I'm not even in map tools yet.
All right, the Silver Gander.
Silver Gander, no Golden Gander. All right, Silver Gander it is. Damien was very, all right, so you guys got this. All right, I'll be around. You just call if you need me.
Okay, it's got a nice view, and it's near the Market of the Old Gods. You end up spending, like, I don't know, as much money as you want probably there on delicacies and other things. All right, so you've gone up the Silver Gander. Did you take the did you take the southern route up or the northern route up?
The north is ugly, so he would take the southern route.
Okay, you realize the southern route takes you really close to the House of the Sea God.
Yeah, he's still on the other side of that wall, though, so he's okay as long as that wall's there.
Got it. All right, and then Sid is in bat form, spying on the Sea God's house.
Yeah, you see.
Are you just watching the outside, or are you going in?
Is there an easy way? If there are like fucking slits at the top that he can get through, or
What size of bat are you?
He's diminutive or tiny or diminutive? Give me a sec.
He's not diminutive. That's too small.
I think it's tiny. Sidinsky.
Tiny bat. Okay, so you're about the size of a
Turns
cat.
into-
That's still a pretty big bat. Give me a stealth check on your
okay.
approach to the House of the Sea God.